Friday the 21st at 5:03 in the AM, Detective Inspector Cheney and Detective Inspector Landon conducting for the record at the police station. Sorry?
Name and date of birth, arsehole.
My name is Max Norton. My date of birth is 4th of the 11th, 1975.
And at what age did you become a cold-blooded killer?
What?
Don't play the innings with me, you little shit! The sooner they find a gene that makes fucks like you, the sooner we can have you all aborted at birth.
But I didn't do it. I didn't kill those people.
You were found unconscious at the scene.
Yes,
covered in one of the victim's blood.
But only because...
And when you woke up in the ambulance, your first words were, "It's my fault. Oh, God, I killed them."
I can explain. I said...
What I don't get is the costume.
Is that how you get your kicks, hmm? You dress up as a bear and rip people to shreds?
It's a werewolf.
What did you say?
It's not a bear, it's a werewolf. I dress up as a werewolf.
And kill people.
No, it's for business.
Evisceration is your business.
No, camping. Camping is my business.
The Lone Moon campsite?
Yes, that's the place. That's my place. I own it. It was my dad's idea. He loved the great outdoors, said fresh air was in his blood. He bought the land in the middle of the forest when I was a kid. All I remember is the site. We never had a house. Always slept under canvas. That was Dad's idea of getting back to nature. It drove my mum away, and my brothers. I was the only one left when he died. I inherited everything. Things were fine for the first few years. Business was steady. But then they opened a biopark up the road.
Oh, I love those places. Take the kids to one of the New Forest every May half term.
Log cabins, heated pools, tennis courts. I couldn't compete with that. Business dried up. Debts piled up. The bank threatened to take my campsite away from me. My dad's campsite.
So you were forced to kill the campers, steal their belongings, then sell them to pay off your bad debts?
I'm not a murderer. I'm a camper. One night, I was woken by a wolf howl from somewhere deep in the woods, and an idea struck me. What I needed was a hook. Biopark had their saunas and isolation tanks, but I needed something better. Something that would make my campsite not famous, but infamous. I posted a couple of fake werewolf sightings on my website. I ripped up an old tent with a rake and claimed it had been torn to shreds by the beast. At first, I only had a couple of people staying at the site in the hopes of catching a glimpse of the werewolf, highly sceptical. But when they saw the animal with their own eyes stalking through the tree line at night, well, word of mouth spread. And within a month, a couple became 10, became 100, and suddenly, the Lone Moon campsite was the #1 place to stay. And every so often, one lucky camper would see him.
The werewolf?
Yes.
You, dressed as the werewolf?
I never stayed too long. Always stuck to the shadows. Gave the campers a quick scare and then ran back to the forest. I just gave them what they wanted, what they'd paid to see.
So we can add fraud to your long list of charges.
Tonight was the same as every other night. There was a lovely full moon in a clear sky. A perfect wolfing night. I put on my costume and picked on a couple who'd pitched their tent a little way away from the main site, right near the forest.
Here we go.
My work was done. 2 more satisfied customers. I was running back home when I heard it. That scream. But, of course, I turned tail and sprinted back to that tent. Wait, I'm a man!
It took her! It just tore her apart!
What tore her apart?
A werewolf!
It just stood by the tent, staring at me with those black, soulless eyes. A living, breathing werewolf. Its huge frame, silhouetted in the moonlight. I could smell the blood on his breath, hot from a fresh kill. There was only one thing I could think of doing. I thought I could fool it, make it think I was one of its own. But I know now that was my biggest mistake. You see, it was me the werewolf was after. I was a rival on its territory. Never can see too well with the head on.
So you're saying the werewolf was acting in self-defense? You saw you as a threat? Another lion trying to take over its pride?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were out cold. How come it didn't kill you?
I don't know. Maybe it got spooked by the other campers. I really can't say. I was unconscious.
Wait. I've watched that, Umbra. If this was a fight over territory, it wouldn't have given up so easily. It's got your scent now. It won't stop till it tracks you down.
Jesus!
That door really sticks. I had to give it a massive shove to get it open.
Logan, for fuck's sake, don't you ever knock! This is an interrogation room!
Sorry, Detective Inspector, I was only trying to be helpful.
Max, this is WPC Arlene Logan, one of the parks police that found the bodies.
So, this is our suspect. It's a lot taller than I imagined.
Was there something you wanted? Or is bursting in on sensitive murder investigations your speciality?
I was sent to tell you that forensics want a word with you both. Something about one of the victims.
Can't it wait?
Apparently not, no.
Well, Max, we'll resume our little chat in a minute. Keep an eye on him, Logan. And don't let him tell you any campfire stories.
Do you know what the forensic team has found? I don't mean to sound heartless, but is it good or bad news for me?
I like your outfit.
Thanks. I made it myself. What are you doing?
You really should change your aftershave, though. It smells so cheap. Though it's hard to smell over that glorious stench of death.
So forensics says that our man would have had to possess superhuman strength to rip that bloke's head off.
We should check Max's blood for drugs.
Logan's right about this door. Max! Logan, can you hear me? Logan!
After 3. 1. Two. 3.
I can explain.
Well, I was working away, taking care of the woods, keeping all the campers out of trouble like I should. When out of the night came a honey on her own, with eyes that beckoned me into the unknown. That's what you said, I'll tell you. That there be no mistake about it. That's when I heard something wrong. She started howling at the moon. Wasn't smiling at a freak to me out, or how she started taking off her jacket and blouse. Well, I was just fine with loving on her mind, but she was getting hairy like a mutant canine.